What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This is episode number 15, and yes, we do have the cropping all correct on the screen. I'm sorry about what happened in the last episode. I didn't even realize that it was doing that until we got to the post recording time, basically. It was way too late to be able to do anything about it, and I already played this long a time, so it saved, and that was just, it was an unfortunate time. I got it fixed now, though, so you should be able to see everything on the screen. I'm double checking it right now while I'm recording it to make sure it doesn't glitch out and do weird things that I don't tell it to do. So anyway, last time we did some stuff at Romani Ranch. We got access to Epona and Epona song. We completed the alien minigame here at Romani Ranch, and we're actually going to do it again because there's something else that we can get access to that is not, I'm going to play the inverted, if I can play it. Why can't I play it? There we go. Okay, it took a little bit. We're going to be playing the alien game again because we need to in order to get this optional mask that I really want to get because it does come in handy. It's not required by any means, but yeah, we kind of need to complete this first in order for the events on the second day to transpire. So I'm going to redo this really fast, and it shouldn't take too long. I'm going to have the time on the normal flow. So if you already watched this part in the last episode, you can just go ahead and skip over it. And if you would like to watch it again, then I guess you can do that. I'm going to be using the same exact method to complete this, so I'm not going to be doing anything fancy. I'll probably just be running around with the bunny hood. That's my favorite method, just because I like to get close to them. I don't like it when, you know, it's just, I don't know. A lot of people like to do it on the box, just because you can see all of them, because you have a perfect view of the entire area, and even this one that comes from behind here. But I just personally, I don't know. I guess my aim just isn't good enough with this controller. And it's not like you have unlimited arrows. And actually, I only have 35, so I probably should get some more while we're waiting, because we have a little bit of time, just a tad. There should be arrows in here. Okay, I probably shouldn't have destroyed all of them. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we need to have 50 arrows last us this entire time. So having the larger quivers would really come in handy for this, especially if it takes you a long time. Especially if you are playing it while the aliens are moving in slow motion. Hello, it's you again. Can you even talk to her when she's doing this? Apparently not. Apparently not, or she just didn't want to talk to me. I don't know. So I always start back here. Where's the dog? Does he just come out just when the aliens are there? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So here we go. Time for the aliens. It's alien time. Like I said before in the last episode, you're going to want to wait a little bit just because they don't really, what do I want to say here? When you defeat them, they go back to where they were originally and start over. So if you don't wait, then it's just not a good time. Basically, they will have not moved very far, and you just wasted your time and arrows, and then all of them will eventually be able to get closer, and it's just, that's not what you want. I mean, that's not what I want. I don't know about you guys. I think there's one over here that's pretty close. Yeah, you evil aliens. I've already used 10 arrows. Let me just go grab one of these really fast. Bam, there we go. That was, wow, that was a large bundle we got filled all the way back up. Perfect. So yeah, they stop at about 5:15. I figured that out last time. I wasn't sure exactly what time it was. That stands true for whether you have time slowed down or not. So that's why I always recommend, if you're proficient with the bow, at least a little bit, to just let it play in normal time. Otherwise, this event takes way longer than it needs to. You end up using a lot more arrows, and especially if you don't have all of the quiver upgrades, it can be a little bit of a drag. Especially if you do stupid things like me and just waste all of the grass that was over here. And I think we can just do one more round. We might not even have to do one more round, to be perfectly honest. Let's just shoot the ones that are close-ish. I think that'll do it. I don't think, yeah, I don't think that one's even going to come close to reaching it in time. So we're good here. I'm hoping. I'm really, yeah, we're fine. We are perfectly fine. So they just disappear, regardless of how close they are to the actual barn when the time comes. They still just disappear. 5:15, like clockwork, ladies and gents. Forgot to mention it, but if you guys haven't done so already, remember, your support in this series does mean a lot to me. It is important, even though I know I kind of screwed up with the layout in the last episode. So if you guys are still sticking around and, you know, doing your thing by leaving your likes and comments and stuff, I do really appreciate that. So now what we want to do is, instead of going back in time, which I did last time, we're going to go ahead in time. Actually, I probably should have just waited it out until it was the dawn of the second day instead of playing the Song of Time, just because we were already like only a half an hour away. Not going to play this song a double time again. We can go into the barn, and now the sisters will be in here. We want to talk to the older sister. Oh my, hello. Romani's getting to take our milk to Clocktown too. You're looking after the place. The cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. Alright, so she's going to be added to our notebook, and that means we have another appointment. So we're going to play the Song of Double Time to get to the evening of the second day. Now, and you don't worry about wasting all of this time. We're just doing this for this specific event. Oh, apparently that did not work in here. We're just doing it for this specific event, and then we will be just, I'm actually thinking about doing something here while we're waiting. Okay, as I was saying, as I was just blanking out there just because I was thinking about what I wanted to do. Now that we actually have rupees, we can go do that event that I tried to do last time. But what I was saying is that, yeah, we're just doing this specific event, and then we are going to be going back in time and doing what I originally said we were going to do in this episode. So we should be able to still get some of that done. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm not one to rush this series, so if we have some extra episodes, I'm sure you guys won't mind. We're back here at the Gorman track. Let's talk to you. We already went over this. And you want me to give you 10 rupees for the chance to race against you. If you win, we'll give you something nice, kid. What do? We will race. It's a simple race. Just go once around the track. If you can beat us to the finish line, you win. Hiya, hiya, you ready? Why did they say hiya? I don't get it. Alright, so this is just like the previous game. In order to get Epona, we had to defeat a race. Or not defeat a race, we had to defeat Ingo was his name in Ocarina of Time in a race. So we basically have to go once around the track. I do suggest that you conserve your carrots as much as possible. And of course, try to stay on the inside track if you can. They will kind of push you around, and I really need to save my carrots more. So I'm going to let them get a little bit ahead of me here, just because that's the most important. Stay on the inside track at all costs. Jump over the gates. You don't want to go around them. There's no reason for that. And you pretty much have to jump over them to stay with them. Also, those little patches of dirt will require that you jump over them if you get too close. So stay away from them. Oh, wow, I messed that up. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was a fail. Alright, so we're going to spend another 10 rupees because apparently I didn't hit the carrot at the right time. Oh my goodness, I think that's like the first time I've ever lost that race. It's not difficult at all. So we have to spend another 10 rupees. That stinks. That stinks. I mean, the most important part of the race is that final turn. Because as long as you conserve your carrots up until that point, and you have it so that you can jump over all of the gates, you basically will win. Just because of the speed that they're going and the way they go around the gates, you can easily take them over as long as you have maintained a fairly decent distance. You're not ridiculously far behind or anything. There we go. Epona jumping over those gates like it's nothing. Epona is an amazing horse. I really love even little Epona. Kid Epona. Yeah, don't want to jump over those dirt patches because they do slow you down. And it's kind of awkward. So here we go, the final stretch here. And like I said, as long as you have all of your carrots, you win by an easy margin. There we go. I don't know why I didn't press it at the right time the first time around. I can't believe we lost! Big bro, I wonder if we can give that to this guy. We gotta give him something. Well, he's a kid, so what can he do with it? It should be fine. And we're going to receive the Galore's mask. The wandering ninja spirits who appear at Epona once wore this. In exchange, you can't tell anyone where you got this. You rub the Gorman brothers' noses in it. You can race them again, and they just give you milk, so that is really not something that you want to do. Do we need Epona? I don't think we do. No, we don't. We definitely don't. So we're just going to leave Epona here. As mean as that sounds, that's what we're going to do. So now, as for what that mask does, that mask is required to complete the game, so you do need to get it. Because you will not be able to get into the further points of Epona Canyon if you don't have it. So, yeah, just make sure you have it. Make sure you have it. You need it to get to the 4th temple and get anywhere near the 4th temple, actually. So, if you don't have to get it now, you could definitely get it after you defeat the Ocean Temple, but I just decided to do it now since we were right here. So now we can play the Song of Double Time to make it the evening of the 2nd day, because we have an appointment with Cremia to ride with her to town. I know we can get to town on our own. We're perfectly capable. We have our own horse. We have the bunny hood. We have the Goron mask. We have plenty of cool ways to travel. Or we could just play the Song of Soaring. But yeah. We're going to do this because this is going to net us something pretty cool. Oh, good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver milk. Would you like a ride? Yes, of course. Of course I would like a ride. Why wouldn't I? That's great. Tonight I'm kind of lonely. I welcome company. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talking going on here, so I apologize. It's kind of like a little cutscene thingamajiggy and some background, but really, nothing crazy. So we're just going to let it play. I guess it's been a while now since our father died. I'm trying to take care of the ranch, but things have been just going badly lately. The cows always seem bothered and frazzled. I'm finding broken bottles everywhere. Oh, it's a shame. My sister Romani has been acting worried too. She's practicing using a bow, talking about ghosts. Say, what are the townsfolk saying about that moon? It's bigger than before, isn't it? Sure is. I can't believe that you're just noticing it. Why does nobody notice that the moon has a face and it looks evil? In town, I have a friend named Anju. Anju, the day after tomorrow is her wedding. Okay, is that all you have to say about that? Apparently that's it. Oh, I wonder if it will follow that thing. Now, as for Anju, she is the red-headed owner of the Stockpot Inn, which we haven't really done much with that side quest yet, just because we can't complete it to its end at this point. So yeah, before we can actually finish it, I think at the very least, we need to get the hook shot. So we will be doing that later. What? The road? So she's going to notice that the road has been blocked off, which means we have to take a little detour. Boy, get your bow ready. So things just escalated very, very quickly. We just, unfortunately, yeah, there's going to be some violence going on. Lots and lots and lots of violence. But violence is good, right? Violence is fun. That's what makes the world interesting. So we're gonna head into the Gorman racetrack, as you can see by their faces plastered all over the place. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder, and now we have to take this detour through ugly country. She's just not a happy camper. Are you ready, boy? I'm going to try to get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers, in red, bold, come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. So obviously, they're going to be after the cargo of milk bottles. So who would do that? Obviously, the Gorman brothers. Oh, no, I didn't mean to hit. No, I was paying attention, I swear. I was explaining it to everyone. Thanks, I'm relying on you. If we can get through here, I'll have a big thanks for you. So we're gonna get something cool after we complete this. But they're the Gorman brothers, obviously on their little like donkey-looking things. So they're gonna come up and try to smash the milk bottles. You do have unlimited arrows, so you just need to shoot them enough to keep them at bay. Once they get to a certain distance, you can't really shoot them anymore. Why? Okay, I don't know why he just ran in front of us. That was interesting. But once you shoot them a certain amount of times and they get far back enough, the more time you hit them with arrows, it really just doesn't do anything. It just becomes useless. And it's almost impossible to lose this, because even if you let them come up here and start smacking the bottles, it takes forever for them to break. As you can see, you've got 3 that you have to defend, so you saw how much damage it did, not very much. It takes a ridiculous amount of them hitting the bottles for them to actually break, so you really have to just not shoot them at all if you're gonna lose this event. And now that I said that, I'm sure I will lose the event, but yeah, it's really just not that hard. The real question is, why can you shoot them in the face that many times with arrows and they just don't die? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. We can kill monsters with these arrows, but we can't kill the Gorman brothers just because they're wearing Garo's masks? It's so confusing. Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks, and we are going to receive Romani's mask. Wear it with C to show you're a member of the exclusive Milk Bar Latte. By doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. That mask is only given to a limited number of adult customers. It's proof of membership. I now acknowledge you as being an adult. Okay, well, that is just fantastic that we're recognized as being an adult. So, it really only has the one use, which is a bit unfortunate, to be honest with you guys. But it is going to be very useful because we can buy a very specific drink at the Latte Milk Bar, which is absolutely incredibly amazing. Oh, look, it's Ingo. What's up, man? I'm not going to talk to you, though. Not going to talk to you. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and deposit some rupees in West Clocktown, and then we can, I guess, go back in time. I suppose. I actually didn't get the silver rupee this time around, so let's do that. Let us do that. So we'll deposit, since we can hold 200, we can deposit, no, stop talking to me, 37. Bam. Now we can deposit 200 once we get that little chest with the silver rupee, which you guys have already watched me get, like, I don't know how many times. At least 5 or 6. But, I mean, every time you go back in time, it comes back there. It's an easy 100 rupees. It's probably the easiest 100 rupees in the game. Because even the Takuri, there's a bit of a risk there. I know it's 200 rupees, but still. So, about the Romani's mask, after 10 p.m. is when you can get into the Milk Bar, which is here in East Clocktown. I'll show you where it is in a second, since we're here. And I will be visiting this very, very frequently. I don't know if I'm going to do it on screen all the time, but it's just extremely useful. So there we go. And we are going to be going back in time in a little bit. After I just grab that useless rupee. So after 10 p.m. on any day, here's the Milk Bar here in East Clocktown. If you try to enter, it's going to ask you for proof of membership. You can't go in and have the bar actually be open during the day, so it needs to be after 10 p.m. Once we put the mask on, then we will be granted access. Ah, you are a member, please come in. So there we go, and we're not going to worry about what's going on in here because I'm going to come back here after we go back in time. And no, actually, you know what? I'm not going to right away because there's stuff we have to do in the graveyard on the first day. I think. Methinks. We'll see. We'll see how things go. First things first, we need to go to West Clocktown. I'm going to deposit these 200 rupees, and then we will immediately play the Song of Time. Because I'm pretty sure, as far as the graveyard is concerned in Epona Canyon, I think it just has to be the first night, so we should be fine. We should definitely be fine. Talk to me, Mr. Beggar person who used to be in Kakariko Village. Was he Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time? I think he was. Unless my memory is just completely off, which is very, very possible. My memory is just terrible sometimes. It's really amazing for specific random things that you would think that any normal person would never remember, and then it's absolutely terrible for things that you think you should remember, like what you had for breakfast. I randomly forget that because, I don't know. Because I'm old, I guess. So we're going to save and return to the dawn of the first day. That was kind of a big, long, drawn-out, extra side quest thingamajiggy. Like I said, just about everything that we just did was optional, with the exception of the Garo's mask. That is something that you would have to get regardless. It's just a matter of when you wanted to get it. So that just happened to be pretty much the first opportunity that we had to get it. So I decided, you know what, why not? Save us a little time later on. Alright, so we're back, and it is the first day thingamajiggy. And I'm actually going to play the Song of Double Time because we want it to be after 10 p.m. because I am going to go into the latte milk bar. I was a little bit indecisive about it, but I'm thinking that what I want to do should be fine with that. Should be. Should be. And yeah, it should be fine. Alright. I'm thinking about other stuff that we need to do too, because there's one more mask that's optional that really is going to help us out with the upcoming mini dungeon thingamajiggy that we need to do. So, yeah, I'm trying to stay ahead of the game here. So first things first, we're going to kill the Takuri, which I don't have any arrows for. That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. I might have to play the song of, whatchamacallit, slowing down time. No, I think I just got arrows. I did, alright. 10 should be enough. 10 should definitely be enough. Alright, come here, Mr. Takuri. This is the most annoying enemy in the entire game. It really is. Crap. Yeah, if he does hit you, by the way, he does steal your sword or shield or something, and you'd have to either buy it back at the Curiosity Shop in West Clocktown after 10 p.m. on any day, or you can just go back in time and you have your items back. So, it's still very annoying because he can steal bottles, your sword, your shield, items that you normally can't lose otherwise this thing can take from you. And that's why it's terrible. He's a thief. He is an absolute thief. How did he not die from that is what I want to know. How did you not die? Look at him trying to dive bomb us. That's not going to work, buddy. That is not going to work. Oh, look, bombs and arrows and all of the stuff that I needed, even magic. Alright, we're all set up with our 200 rupees. Now we can head on back to East Clocktown. And that would be over here by the canyon. So remember, at any time, you can call Epona via Epona's song, just because you haven't done the Romani Ranch thing. You don't have to do that every single time. As long as you do it once and learn the song, you can call her and she comes to you, and it's a nice time. Yeah. So we do have to wait a little bit, which is unfortunate. So I guess we can go do there's actually something else that we can do. So it's not 10 o'clock yet. We should be able to go to West Clocktown to buy a potion. Why a potion, you ask? Well, because I feel like it. No, there's actually a reason behind it. It's actually a legitimate reason. Was this the Curiosity Shop or the regular shop? No, it's the regular shop. Alright, so while we're here, hello, Mr. Shopkeeper. Welcome, what are you looking for? And we are going to go ahead. You can buy a hero shield if it gets stolen, I guess. That's always nice. We're going to buy a nice little red potion, which is only 30 rupees. Thanks again. And yeah, it's going to just appear in your bottles here. You can click on it, tells you what it does. Replenish your life energy by using it with C. We're obviously not going to be using it, but we do need to get some more rupees now. And I think I'm just going to withdraw 30. Because I don't feel like going back into the field and just doing all that stuff. We did put in like 37 last time. It was a really random number. So we'll just go ahead and withdraw that 30 to get back up to 200, because we do need 200 to buy what I wanted to show you guys. So of course Mr. Bank teller person guy gets very upset. Anytime you withdraw money, he's just not having a good time. We still have an hour to wait. Ish. I mean, not by the time we get there. But still. Sometimes it feels like time moves by so quickly in this game, and other times it feels like it just drags and drags and drags. So we're going to wait here for 10 p.m. Remember, you do need to have the Romani's mask for this, and for the specific item that I am trying to get, you do need 200 rupees also, which means you have to have the upgrade to the wallet, which really is not that difficult to get, but just make sure you have it. So I'm just running around in circles, because who doesn't like a little kid in a cow hat running around in circles in the middle of the night? That is pretty hard to pass up, if you ask me. Alright, it's gonna strike at 10 o'clock, and we are noticed as members, so we can come in. It's a fun time. Notice Ingo's chilling here, drinking away his sorrows. We have the Zora band manager person here, just chilling. We're not gonna talk to him yet because we can't complete that little quest because there's a heart piece involved. But anyway, we can just go ahead and talk to Mr. Barton here, who used to be the lazy owner of the ranch in Ocarina of Time. So we don't want to speak to him because we don't care what he has to say. We can just say, have a drink. What'll it be? We can buy regular milk for only 20 rupees, which is actually really cool. Or we can buy something that's called Chateau Romani, which costs 200 rupees. So it is going to cost you quite a bit. But we're going to buy it, and look, it is sparkling. Chateau Romani. Drink it to replenish all of your magic power. The drink even improves your stamina. Swirl it around with your tongue to enjoy its flavor to the fullest. Now, that seems kind of silly. Why would you want something that just restores your magic power, and what does increasing stamina have to do with anything? Basically, oops, I wanted to set that to C. We're going to drink it right now, even though we have full magic power. It's one serving. Now you're going to notice our magic power up in the upper left-hand corner is blue. Well, what in the world does that mean? That means, ladies and gents, that for the remainder of this 3-day cycle, that's right, it lasts all of the 3-day cycle until you go back in time, that we have unlimited magic, as you can see. It doesn't matter how many times we shoot fire arrows, it doesn't matter how many times we do spin attacks just by charging it, or even the most useful out of this is the Goron roll, because you can roll around for an unlimited amount of time, and to me it's actually a bit faster than rolling around on Epona. It's just my personal opinion. Actually, we probably should have went out over there because we need to go to the east. But I just wanted to show you that, guys, because I'm going to be doing this a lot. I really enjoy having the unlimited magic. It does cost you 200 rupees every time, so the easiest way to make sure you're getting that is by just, going to kill the Takuri really fast. We are going to play the song of Inverted Time, which I actually managed to play correctly somehow. I don't know how I managed that. Just because we're going to be wanting to do things on the first night, specifically. So let's head on over to the eastern gate over here. We are going to need Epona, so I should probably play Epona's song, but the Goron roll just seems so much faster to me. It really does. Alright, we can take off the mask, too. Did I play that correctly? I think I did. I always play the Song of Healing in place of Epona's song. I don't know why I interchange them so much. Oh, there you are. Alright, coming through the wall like a champ. Gotta love that. So these blue bubbles can't do anything to you, so you can just run on past them. And they, most of the time, won't even notice you if you're on Epona, so that's cool. And there we go. Like I said, we can't go up there because we do need the Garo's mask, which we have now, but we also need... Oh, I'm cursed because he hit me. And you don't take any damage from him, you just can't use your sword. So yeah, we need the Garo's mask and the hook shot, which we haven't gotten the hook shot yet. That is in the next area. And not the next area as in over here, the next area as in the ocean when we eventually go that way. So now we can get off Epona now that we made it past those little gates. Remember, I can't use my sword because I'm cursed. Unfortunately, I don't have the song that gets rid of that. There is a song that removes the curse completely and immediately, but we don't have it yet. So here we are in the Epona graveyard. Like I said, this is not something that has to be done now, but it is something that we can do. So, why not do it? Yeah, the Style children will attack you. I'm not going to worry about them. We're just going to go over here for now. Oh yeah, I can't use my sword. Probably should wait until my sword is available because we have a little bit of a battle going on, or going to be going on. First, let's read this. Ye who awaken me, battle me, then I shall extinguish the furious flame. So, obviously, we're talking about this guy who apparently can be awakened, who looks like the captain of these guys or something. And by the flame, he's talking about this flame up here, which is guarding a treasure chest. So, and it's yet another mask. Yet another mask. Okay, we are good to go. So let's play the Song of Healing. Bam! Alright, I'm getting all the songs correct today, somehow. Somehow. So that is going to start a mini-boss battle. Oops, did I not do that correctly? There we go. That should be the correct song. I mean, unless I was just doing it in the wrong area. No. Why is that not working? Do I not have to have the bunny hood on or something? Or does it have to be daytime? If it has to be daytime, then that kind of screws up the whole thing. Oh wait, no, we don't want the Song of Healing, do we? That's the wrong song. We want the Sonata of Awakening. Okay. Alright, I just screwed that up. So... oh my goodness, this is gonna take a while. There we go. Alright, I had to concentrate there, so I apologize for just being completely silent and all you can hear is me pressing buttons on the controller, but I needed to get that correct because it was gonna take a while otherwise. It already took a while, so he's just gonna get up and start running away. And there's gonna be flames coming out from these little areas that are gonna block you in. So what I suggest doing, because if it's a little bit of a race too. If he gets away completely, then you'd have to start it over at a different time. And you might actually have to go back in time or come back a different day. So you have to kill the Stout Children to move on. So I suggest... Wow. I suggest having the bunny hood. I think I messed this one up. I think I messed this one up. Yep. Because you're supposed to beat him to the prize. And I don't think I did that. I was supposed to shoot him. And I didn't get the opportunity to. Nope, he got there before we could. Oh my goodness. Failure. If you could not even catch me, then that must be all the strength you have. Yep, we're not even fast enough to catch a skeleton guy. How sad is that? How freaking sad is that? Hopefully we can do that again. Like now. Can we go in here? No. Okay, let's try to leave the area and come back and do it. Because I really needed to do this on the first day. Otherwise, we're going to have to go back in time. Meanwhile, there actually is one other thing that we can do. So I'm going to do that really fast. Because there was a whole thing behind getting the potion. Don't want to get hit by these things. So for this, we're going to need the Lens of Truth. I'm going to kill this off. Might as well have the fire arrows because, you know, we only use arrows. We don't actually waste magic power, so that's cool beans. They do come back, which stinks. But right here where all these rocks are, if you activate the Lens of Truth, you'll see a little soldier guy. So we're going to take our bunny hood off and talk to him. I don't know why he's invisible. Huh? Don't tell me that's... I'm shocked. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me. I've been here for many years, waving my arms around and asking for help, but everyone ignores me and passes me by. It's because I'm about as impressive as a stone, right? I'm used to it, though. I have a request. Can you give me some medicine that would make even an unnoticeable stone like me feel better? And that is where the red potion comes in handy, so we'll get that out and hand that over. He's not going to keep the bottle, he just takes the medicine. So he'll drink that, and he's a nice guy, so he returns the bottle. So that's cool. It's definitely worth it, though, because we're going to get something really cool in return. Thanks, oh here, in gratitude. And we received the Stone Mask. Wear it with C to become as plain as stone. And now let me practice standing out. Shiro, the stone soldier, was added to your notebook. You helped the inconspicuous soldier. Yes, but now, because we gave him the medicine and he's feeling a little bit more confident, a little better, we can turn that off and he is now just completely visible. So now, something cool, I didn't actually mention what the stone mask does. It makes you invisible to most enemies. So you can run on by, you can run right in front of these things, and they don't even come after you. Unfortunately, I ran right into him, but they don't actually fly at you. So as long as you're wearing that, you can run past pretty much anything, and it's just a good time. Put the bunny hood back on. And hopefully we can battle Mr. Kita again. Yep, he's chilling. Alright, so we can just leave the area and come back and it's a good time. Fantastic. So we want to get the fire arrows out because we need them to complete this. I don't need the lens of truth. What was the other thing I needed? The ocarina. I have to play that song again. Alright, I got it now. I got it. I failed enough so that I figured it out. So hopefully we can get that this time. The trick to catching him is not necessarily just the bunny hood, but it's shooting him before he gets around the corner to actually stun him. And unfortunately, he gets quite the head start on you. There we go. Now he's stunned, and unfortunately, I can't use my sword. Oh my goodness, the stupid jinx. I think that's gonna... You know what? You know what? No, we're gonna start that over again. We are definitely gonna start that over again. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. I don't know why I forgot about the jinx. I should have waited there until it passed by. Stupid blue bubbles. I had the stone mask on and you still managed to jinx me. And this is before, of course, we get the song that removes the jinx. Of course. Because blue bubbles are going to be kind of common once we actually get into the temple of this area and all that jazz. Alright, so third time's the charm, hopefully. Okay, I still have to be quiet to just concentrate on that song and just remembering it, because if I'm talking, I don't know, I can't get the actual... I don't know, I can't get the notes down, that's just what it is. So this really is not as difficult as I've made it seem. It really, really is not. As long as you're shooting him and doing a spin attack, it's fine. And then once you get close enough to him, we'll start the second phase of the battle where he will actually attack you. And you can just jump attack him 3 times. That should be enough. Oh no, never mind. 4 times with the gilded sword, so I guess it would be like 8 jump attacks with the Kokiri sword. Wait! It is my law, sheathe your weapon! So there we go. Very, 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 very easy as long as you manage to catch up to him. I commanded the Epona army of Epona kingdom atop the hill. I am called Skull Kita. Okay. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. So apparently I'm the only one that knows this song. Young swordsman who has awakened and deftly defeated me. I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey my words to my men, who even in death remain loyal to me. So the flame around the chest is going to disappear as he says, tell them the war has ended. Except that it really hasn't. Then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. And he's going to give us a nice little salute. May I take leave, sir? And we're going to have a really, really awkward silence here, and then Link is going to give him the nice little salute back as respect, and Skull Kita will be no more. Come on, Link. Come on, there you go, in your little bunny hood, looking as fierce as can be. Yes, sir. And he just disappears. So with this little item, which I'm actually not going to explain just yet, because there's a little trick to getting over here. Normally, this is supposed to be received after the 3rd temple, because you can't bridge this gap even with the bunny hood because of the tilt on it. So you normally would need the hook shot, but we have the bunny hood, and guess what? That is good enough because we can actually jump up here and we can make, there we go. Alright, so we kind of cheated a little bit, but it's good enough. And for all of this, we are going to receive the Captain's Hat. The ghosts of 100 soldiers swear allegiance to the symbol of authority. So basically what this means is that while wearing this mask, we can actually talk to these Stal children that were chasing us around earlier. So any of those little skeletal guys, we can now talk to them and they will do things for you, and it's just a fun time. Most of the time, it's completely useless, but there are a few instances where it actually makes sense. So one of which is in this little area right here. So let's just try talking to them. Because they want to attack you. They think that you're the commander. Huh? Oh, Captain, excuse me, sir. Alright, so these guys, most of them just say that, except for these guys that are moving around the grave here. So we're actually going to be doing that in the next episode because there's actually a different grave that they circle around every single night. So on all 3 nights, they will open a specific grave for you, and you can get different items and various things, and it's a whole big thing. One of them actually leads eventually to, well, actually, I'm not going to spoil it. We're going to do it in the next episode. We're going to take care of that. This is completely a side quest, although I do recommend doing it now just because it will make the next section a little bit easier. So even though it's a little bit out of order, I tend to do this first. So that is going to be it for this time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you are leaving a like, rating, and a comment and all that good stuff. And I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.